Hello YouTube, it is your pal the Two-Wheel Maniac, and today I'm going to talk about replacing the brake pads and the rotors on a 2008 Nissan Sentra SER spec-v.
Agents of the Resistance. We must rise. We must resist.
Where is the hard point? Well, the first thing you got to do is jack up your car. So here I got my floor jack. We're jacking it up. I'm getting the jack stands over here now. My dad's helping me out. He's getting me a wheel chalked. So, you know, safety third. Got to make sure everything's secured. So, jacking up my car. Got the floor jacks, securing it because you don't want to support a car with just a floor jack because if something happens, then bad news bears. So, jack stands. Getting rid of the floor jack now, and voila. Now we got to remove the wheels. Come on. Nope. Having the right tools makes everything easier. And wheel off. I'm no NASCAR pit crew, but
14 and 19.
Those are the millimeter sockets you need. And here we are getting everything situated. Dad's holding the light, making my life a little bit easier. Oh, and these blue gloves, they're awesome. They're going to prevent you from smashing your knuckles. Now, like I said, we have 14 millimeter and 19 millimeter bolts. 14 millimeters hold the caliper on, and then the 19 millimeters hold the retainer onto the assembly. So, caliper's free. Do not let it dangle by the brake lorry. There's a nice.
Thank you, Nissan, for putting a nice shelf.
A little shelf for you to sit on.
Exactly.
There's plenty of meat on these pads still.
Can't get these 19s off. Right in the knuckle.
Torque. Nope, got it.
So here we are, just getting everything off. Using a socket wrench, using a wrench on a socket wrench gives you extra leverage to help you break things. So, just taking this off. You guys don't want to watch this, so just sped it up. Alright, just about finished. And then we're going to get the retainer off, which holds the pads and the caliper. And I dropped it.
We have some WD-40.
No, I got all sorts of good shit. Okay.
Let's clean these bad boys up.
Stuff looks good.
Because clean parts work better than dirty parts.
Cleaning is really important, especially for parts that move, because you don't want dirt and grime to get into components that it's not supposed to. So there are a couple different ways, a couple different cleaners that you can use. Normal household stuff is going to be WD-40. WD-40 works great on cleaning anything car related that's not really painted. I mean, you can use it on painted stuff too, but its primary ingredient is fish oil, and it's a degreaser, so it's going to help you really clean anything that's got oil and crud and gunk like that on it. Perfect for brake pads, which are just kind of dusty and kind of dirty. Nothing really on there. When you really are getting into the nitty-gritty, I actually ended up switching over from PB Blaster, otherwise known as peanut butter, in the mechanic world, to carb cleaner, just because carb cleaner is a little bit more aggressive, so I didn't have to work as hard to clean everything up. If you're using it on a unpainted surface, it can take away some of the shine, so you're going to go from shiny aluminum to matte. But for brake pad retainers, I'm not really all that worried about it. And then I used it on the retaining clips for the pads, and it worked really well. Reason why, again, you just want to make sure that there's no crud and gunk in there that's going to cause some issues down the road and cause things to seize up or lock up because they're dirty. So clean things, because clean parts work better than dirty parts. I've said it, I'll say it again, clean parts better than dirty parts. So getting this wrapped up and to the next step. So what I'm doing is I'm just cracking the brake reservoir so we can use a C-clamp and an old brake pad to compress the the caliper, so we can put the caliper back on over the new brake pads. So nice and easy, go slow. So here I am, I'm putting the rotor on the axle, and I'm using 2 lug nuts to hold it in place, that way it's not wobbling too much. So my dad, you couldn't really see it because I sped it up too much, put anti-seize on the bolts, so next time it won't be so hard. And I'm putting some grease on the back of the pads, that way we're not going to get sticky pads and squeaky pads. It's going to help make everything nice and smooth and lubed and work properly. So.
And is there a front rear? Shouldn't be. Everything about my car is weird though, so.
If you buy a Nissan Sentra SCR spec-v, you'll learn that literally everything about our car is weird and overpriced. I mean, going through AutoZone, the front pads and rotors for this car are like $300. That's more than a Mustang. It's the performance thing. I mean, I love my car. I didn't realize it was going to cost me so much money, but oh well. Just pop them in. Works really well. Make sure you don't get any of the grease on the pads.
That could lead to a real fucked up morning.
So once the pads are on, just slide the caliper on. You're going to want to bolt it up using those bolts that my dad gave me that have the anti-seize on them, which, like I said, it's going to make it easier when we have to do this again in 20,000 miles or however many miles it takes to warp the rotors. So just bolt everything on. There are tabs on the caliper bolts. They got to line up to make sure it sits flush. You'll see when you do it, but really straightforward. So start tighten everything up, and as you start to work, you'll just square it all up. And then once you're done, put the wheel on, which I didn't do here in this video because the camera died. I'm trying this new setup. It ended up working pretty well. So thanks so much for your time, guys. As always, it's your pal Two Wheel Maniac. As with all my other Cager Time videos, let me know if this helped you in your project. And until next time, guys, like I said, stay hungry, stay foolish. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. If you loved it, click that share button and share this cool content with your friends. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and usually on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and usually on Fridays. Those are the dates I publish. Alright, guys. I rambled on long enough. This is a voiceover. Hope you guys didn't mind. Till next time, guys, stay hungry, stay foolish, and I will catch you on the flip side.